Hi everyone, it's Tango Oscar Mike, and with all the changes going on with Parks on the Air and all the videos about different logging software, I thought I wanted to make a video on what I use. I don't use an electronic logger when I go into the field. I use pen and paper. I use a Write and Rain tablet, have for a long time. It's very easy for me to use. It's a lot lighter than lugging along a laptop or a tablet or something like that. And I actually hate using my phone to try to do logging. I know there's some good logging apps, but for me, I just hate trying to type on a little phone, hold it down or whatever, juggle it while I'm trying to work the radio. So I don't use my phone for logging. But when you come home, trying to enter that paper log into a actual logging software like N3FJP is a bit of a pain and can take a lot of time. But that's where fast log entry comes in. FLE, written by DF3CB, is great. He's updated it. It supports two-character country codes, and it also supports 5-digit part codes. So I'm just going to go through real quick what I would do if I had a paper log, came home, and was trying to enter my log. So when you're on a field or a line, if it's yellow, that means something's not right. So I'm going to put in my call, and that will go away. My grid, EN90, you can put up to 6 characters, but you need at least 4. As you can see, if I only have 3, it doesn't like that. Go down to operator and 3AWS. You don't have to have that. My POTA, let's say US, and I'm just going to pick a park I know. So it knows that you need at least 4 characters, because if I delete one of the digits for a park number, it knows that's invalid. But if I put in a 5th digit, it also knows that's valid. If I try to put in a 6th digit, it knows that's invalid. So it's pretty cool. It automatically populated the date, but you can change that. Now I want to put in the band or the frequency that I was operating on. So it's just 20 meters. And I can put 14.285, for example, single sideband. So it's in, and then what time am I starting? Let's say I started at 1300 hours, which is 1 o'clock. And my first contact was somebody operating our club station, WA3COM. Now, if it's 5959 for the signal report, you don't have to put anything in. It automatically knows that and will default that. So if I just hit enter here, it put that in. There's the contact, 20 meters, there's a frequency, and there's the POTA reference automatically populated. So let's say in 2 minutes later, and since that's the top of the hour, I can now just abbreviate it by putting in 05. Let's say I made a contact with Alpha Bravo 1 Alpha, a member of our club and a big POTA operator. I gave him a 5.9, he gave me a 5.3, and he was at POTA, and I'm just going to make something up here, US-12345, and it worked. Now, if I want to make a comment and say, great signal, I just have to put that in brackets. And then over here, you can see there's the comment that I put in, and there is his park reference. And it's as simple as that. And I can continue on, say, at 13 minutes after I made another contact with W1AW. Again, they gave me a 5959. All I have to do is hit return. So you can put in a lot of contacts very quickly just by putting in the time. If I don't put in a time, KC3 TBI, it assumes that it was at the same time that I made the last contact, which happens when you're working a pile up and going very quickly. So you could really buzz through these pretty quickly. So let's say there was QRM on the frequency I was on and I needed to change frequencies. I believe I can just put in 14.312 return, and then say at, because it took me a little bit of time to find a new frequency, let's say at 19 minutes after, I made a contact with N2 MAK. And I gave him a 5.9, but he gave me a 5.6. And let's say he was mobile. So I'll put in a comment in brackets, and that puts it in, and as you can see, the frequency changed. So now if I change bands, I think, let's see if I can just do a band change like 7.23534 and say a few minutes later, let's say 24. KC3TBI heard me change bands, decided to make another contact with me. And as you can see, it didn't work because the band was incorrect. Now, you don't have to re-enter everything. Maybe you just have to go back and edit it. So if I say 40 meters, SSB, and if I just tell it to reprocess the log, upgrade the log, you can also just hit F5. So it will correct everything and go through there and put that in. The same with if I accidentally entered in the park number wrong, I can go up here and change it. Let's make it 31. Again, reprocess my log with that button. So now it automatically changed to 31. And it's really that simple to go through and enter it. Now, if you were doing a Rove, you would save this file and then you would just start another file with the new park number. I don't think you can do multiple park numbers. Let's see, US, yeah, you can't do multiple park numbers. But this does make it really quick for entering in a log. Now, if you were doing multiple parks and wanted to enter those parks in, just like I did up here, say I went to, I was in the same park, say I was a threefer, I could just go up here and change the park number, tell it to update the log, and if you watch over there, you can see the log, the park number change. So I could create a separate log, a diff file for each one of those park numbers without having to re-enter everything in, and I would be done. So it's pretty simple to use. I really like it. It makes entering a log really fast. All I have to do is go up here and save the ADIF file, and then I could import it into whatever other logging software I was using, and I'll get the POTA reference and the comments all transferred over pretty lickety split. But it's a great program. If you feel like it, please go out to his website, download it. The software is free, but you can make a donation to support his efforts in writing the software. It's been around for a long time, and he's updated it for Parks on the Air and SOTA. So it would be nice if you could support him. But yeah, that's it. You can see you can also do WWF logging, SOTA logging, and you can do two of these at the same time. So if I say now, if I do file and I say new log file, no, I don't want to save. So now there is my SOTA there, and I don't know a SOTA number, but can I put in my POTA too? No, it looks like you can only do one at a time. Yep. You can do WWF and SOTA, but you can't do POTA and SOTA at the same time. But can I change it to a POTA invalid QSO? Take this out of there. Yeah, so I guess I could do that if I had to and just change that. And then I could, if I was doing a SOTA and POTA, I could just change that to SOTA logging and put in the park reference, delete the my POTA stuff, and it would log that, create a new log for that. But that's all. Definitely check it out. If you have any questions, please let me know or leave me a comment down below. This is Tango Oscar Mike saying 73 and take care.